Hi, it's Lisa from Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I want to do a video on helpful or not. And I want to talk about Dr. Joseph Mercola. Now, I just posted a video on his books, Keto Fast and Fat for Fuel, and I felt really bad that I kind of poo-pooed those books because I want to explain in this video on Dr. Joseph Mercola himself, his website, his, everything that he does. And I want to explain that a little bit further and talk about him and say, is his information helpful or not? And I want to say, yes, it has most definitely been super invaluable on my healing journey. And I would recommend him and anything he does to everybody out there. So you can go take a look at my other video on his books, Keto Fast and Fat for Fuel specifically. And it's in this playlist. However, I want to talk about him today, him specifically, Dr. Joseph Mercola. So for those of you that don't know Dr. Joseph Mercola, he's basically what I would call the godfather, or, the Bible when it comes to natural healers and natural medicine, really. And, he's been around forever. So early in my journey, probably, 8 years ago now, 7, 8 years ago now, I was constantly, looking things up. Everything that I needed to look up, I would go to his resources for some studies, for some truth, to hear what he had to say about it. It was very important because if you go in his archives on his website, you will find subjects about everything. Basically, you can find subjects on everything natural healing from all the different ailments. So if you have a specific ailment, everything from cancer to diabetes to Alzheimer's to ALS to Parkinson's, diabetes, everything, right? He's got it all, just from colds and flus, everything. He's also got everything about herbs on his website and he's got everything about supplements, any type of particular supplement, you can see what it's good for. He has everything about foods. You can see all the benefits and the drawbacks of certain foods. And he's got a lot of different healing modalities on his website. He's talked to a lot of people. He has also given a ton of podcast interviews. He speaks on a bunch of panels. He's on, a lot of prestigious panels and summits on natural healing and natural medicine and natural health. And you cannot go wrong if you are wanting to verify something, look something up, get his opinion on it. He's super smart. I think Dr. Joseph Mercola is one of the smartest, men out there. He's well informed. He's researched. He backs everything up with studies. He also has personal opinions that he lets you know. And, he's not afraid to give it to you straight. And, he's got some very hot topics and heated opinions too on different things, from everything from vaccines and how different medications are harmful. And, it can really go against conventional medicine, which is what he was taught growing up and, becoming a doctor in the first place. But, in order to sort of branch out and go out on his own, that must have been a very difficult journey for him. And he's turned his websites and everything that he touches into a brand now. So he does make a lot of money from natural healing, and I guess so he should. He's the godfather of it all. But he does have supplement lines. He sells products. He sells, he sells a lot of things. So I always like to put a caveat that when he's, maybe he's doing a video about vitamin D and then he sells his vitamin D. That doesn't mean that he doesn't believe in vitamin D. It doesn't mean that he doesn't believe what he's saying, but he's also selling it. So he is also trying to make money off of you buying that. So he is invested in keeping those wheels turning financially and promoting his own things. However, I fully believe that he 100% wants the best for all people who are sick and for people who are not sick and who just want to partake in natural health and to stay healthy and to work on longevity. And I think he wants the best for you, and I think he's created products that he would take himself. I do believe that he, does make a lot of money on this, but he is invested, and he puts his money where his mouth is, and he's invested in what he believes is helpful. Now, saying that, all people's views change over time. So Dr. Mercola, if you look at his earlier stuff as opposed to his later stuff, has changed. Everything changes, and you know, he used to be a lot more plant-based than he is now. And you know, at one point he was totally keto, but then he realized, you know, in his Keto Fast book, that he realized the cyclical nature, and coming out of ketosis is important, and getting carbs and carb cycling and all this different, you know. So he's evolved and grown. He's also evolved and grown in lifestyle. He has a lot of lifestyle stuff on his website that's super, super important. He'll be coming out with a book, if he hasn't already, I'm not sure, on EMFs. It's going to be probably revolutionary. He's very well informed. He stays up to date on what's happening, the science, all the biohacks, cutting edge stuff, and he's very well respected. And so I would just like to put it out there that even though his books didn't heal me, and his diets aren't necessarily ones that I would advocate for somebody who is chronically ill, in a serious chronically ill situation like I was, I would definitely say follow him. You know, listen to his interviews, go to his website, use his resources. They're invaluable, and they will help you on your healing journey. So I hope that this has been helpful.